can be in Shavasana, laying down with your head facing the front of the room, or you can be in easy seated pose. You can keep your eyes open if you'd like, or you can close them. If you decide to keep your eyes open, maybe let them wander wherever they find joy or pleasure in an object, softening the gaze, maybe eventually closing them or not. Take a moment to just take a deep breath in, as deep as you'd like. Exhale. Let the belly be soft. See if you can soften the belly, soften the hips. Feel them in connection with the earth below you. And find your presence here in this space. Invite the shoulders to drop down away from the ears. And see how it feels to maybe bring the chest forward and up, rolling the shoulders back, lengthening the spine a little. Let the breath settle in the body where it is. If it is quick, let it be quick. If it is slow, let it be slow. This month we are celebrating joy in the summer solstice. Last week we embraced lightness, the feeling of lightness in our bodies and in our minds, releasing emotional, denser energies, thoughts or feelings, finding lightness in our movement of our body. This week we are focusing on dedicating our week to cultivating gratitude, the cornerstone of joyful life. As we soak in the abundant energy of the solstice, we practice poses that ground us in the present moment and remind us of the beauty and the blessings all around us. Gratitude flows naturally when we are mindful, and in this class we will help anchor ourselves into this emotion of gratitude through our mindful postures and breath and our thoughts. Maybe take a moment here just to think of one thing that you are grateful here in this moment for. And place the hands over the heart. Notice the rise and fall of the heart center as you breathe through this space. I am grateful for whatever comes forward for you, for this moment of stillness and peace, for a body that moves, for a space to practice in and people to practice with. See what comes forward for you. Throughout today's practice, we will be working with affirmations. Play around with them, build a relationship with them, an exchange of energy, noticing with awareness, observing in the body how these affirmations feel to you. What do they like? Notice if there's restriction or openness to engaging with them, if they feel true, if they sound true, or maybe if there's a reservation. We'll move into child's pose. So bring your blanket to the mat. Support your knees. We can bring the knees closer to the edges of the mat and the big toes together and find a wide-legged child's pose. It may feel good to you to bring a bolster between the knees to rest your body on. Make some space here for your body. Sink the hips down and walk the hands out. Let your body rest on the earth or on a bolster. Forehead comes to the mat or to the bolster. And during our practice of Yin, there is some silence here as we hold these postures and invite our awareness to turn inward, to find stillness, and to find stability and safety within these postures. Find where you feel comfortable, where you're not at the full extent of your edge, where you can find stillness and feel supported and held here. Our affirmation is, I am thankful for the support and grounding I feel. I am thankful for the support and grounding I feel. Gaze comes towards the hands and walk the hands back towards the body, slowly coming all the way up, just pausing at the top. Give yourself a moment to just ground back in. And we'll come through a tabletop. So bringing the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders, tops of the feet pressed to the mat. We'll just find a gentle cat-cow, just a couple of rounds here to wake up the spine. So on the inhale, drop the belly, tailbone rises. Heart center comes forward, gaze comes gently upward. Exhale, round the spine into cat, tuck the tailbone and press the palms into the earth. Gaze comes towards the navel. Inhale into cow, dropping the belly, gaze skyward. Exhale, round back into cat. Take a couple of these rounds, your breath at your own pace. Just feel into the corners of your body. Feel into the spine, the hips, the shoulders. Feel free to create some movement, atypical movements. So maybe moving into the hips side to side or in circles. Maybe letting the head hang heavy. Releasing the back of the neck. Coming back into a neutral posture, step or walk the right foot forward to meet your hands. Bring your blocks nearby. Coming all the way up, pressing through the sole of the right foot. Maybe reach the arms up on the inhale as high as you would like. Exhale, float them down. Just finding some balance and a gentle movement here with the breath. And then we'll find our blocks, placing them on either side of your right foot. You may need to make an adjustment and walk the toes forward. Lower the hips, sinking them towards the earth and deepening the lunge. Pressing into the blocks with the palms of your hands, bringing the shoulder blades together slightly, opening the heart a little. You can close the eyes here if it feels safe to do so, or gaze forward or down towards the mat. As you sink towards the earth, our affirmation here is, I am thankful for the strength and flexibility of my body. I am thankful for the strength and flexibility of my body. You want to find where your edge is here as you sink down and to not be at your edge, but a little less effort. Find a place where you can find stillness and effort that's challenging, but not to the full extent of where you think you need to be. Just finding joy in being able to be wherever you are. right toes pointed towards the front of the mat. Gentle half split here. Remove the blocks. Placing the hands on the inside of the right foot. Walk or step that right foot back. We'll just take a brief child's pose here. Big toes together, send the hips back. Coming back through tabletop, opposite side. Step or walk that left foot forward to meet hands. Bring your blocks close to you. And pressing through the sole of the left foot. Inhale, coming up. And inhale, sweeping the arms up, skyward. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Maybe reaching a little further. And exhale, then fall down and come to the blocks. Make any adjustments that you need to feel aligned in this posture. It's okay if our knee goes past our toes here. See if you can just find the space where you feel most supported, most stable here. And also tuck the back toes for stability if you need to. Think about maybe lengthening the spine a little, reaching the crown of the head just a little bit more towards the sky. Maybe opening the heart a little more. Feeling into the opening of the right hip flexor as we sink the hips down towards the earth. Really pressing into that left foot, finding strength here, stability. Exhale, send the hips back slowly. Left toes pointed towards the front of the room. Release the blocks. Placing the hands on the earth and stepping or walking the left foot back. Come into a seated position. Bringing our legs into a V shape. Move some fleshy parts out of the way. Reach your Sit bones rooted into the earth. Toes flexed towards our face here. We'll just find that length in the spine, our crown of our head reaching skyward. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Just ground in here. Couple of breaths. We'll hinge at the hips and walk the hands out. And when you find resistance, let the spine round and the head hang heavy. You can also bring your blocks here to support your forehead if you'd like. And just find wherever you would like to be in this posture. Our affirmation here is, I am grateful for the peace and calm within me. I am grateful for the peace and calm within me. You can also bring your bolster as well. And we can place our blocks, the larger, flatter side on the bottom. And we can place our bolster here and hug it towards us and rest with your bolster if you'd like to have a little more support. I am grateful for the peace and calm within me. Walk the hands back, bring the head up last. Set our props to the side. Move into half butterfly. So draw the sole of the right foot in towards the center or towards the inside of your left thigh. And we can place one of our blocks underneath our right thigh just to help close that gap. There's some space there. And finding the length in our spine again. If it feels safe to close your eyes, you can. And just maybe think about the breath traveling in the body, traveling from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Just feeling into or noticing where that flow is. Not trying to shift or change the breath, just noticing where it is. What is it doing? How is it moving? Does it feel restricted at all? Is it flowing freely? Feel free to stay here or walk the hands out and let the head hang heavy. Another affirmation here. I am thankful for the balance and harmony in my life. I am thankful for the balance and harmony in my life. Walk the hands back and all the way up, nice and easy. Bring both legs out, extending, maybe shaking it out a little. And bringing the left foot center, and the right foot reaching outward. Placing the block under the left thigh if needed. Finding a grounding presence here. Drawing awareness to the base of the spine. And if you feel called to walk the hands out around the spine, you can. And you can stay exactly where you are. Walk the hands all the way up from all the shoulders, back and down away from the ears, and bring both legs out in front. A little stretch, pointing and flexing the toes. We'll come onto our backs on our mat. Laying down with our knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Start with a gentle windshield wiper, the knees back and forth. The hips be in contact with the earth. Maybe draw the knees in towards the chest and give them a little squeeze. Maybe a little rock side to side. And let the feet fall back down to the earth. And press into the soles of the feet, gently lifting the hips from the earth and shifting them over to the left. Let the knees fall to the right. You can use your blocks here for support. You can place one under the right thigh and then maybe one between the knees. Use whatever support you need to feel supported here. Just coming into a supine twist, arms out to a T here. Then gaze coming over the left fingertips. And here we're just thinking about our central column of energy, this space through the center of our bodies that stores so much energy, this place that can sometimes get bound up, especially right at our center, at our solar plexus, at our bellies, at our sacral. This posture invites a gentle release through this space. So if there's some tightness here, see what it's like to breathe in this space and maybe let go of a little bit of that tension, a little bit of what you're holding on to. See if you can find some joy and maybe even pleasure in being in this space and breathing in this space, being present with it. Our affirmation here is, I embrace the twists and turns of my journey. I embrace the twists and turns of my journey. Inhale, gently unwind, drawing the knees back up through center. Remove any props and press through the soles of the feet, shifting the hips back to neutral. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Gentle release. Make any movements that feel good to you. Stretching. Whatever feels good to your body right now. And then dropping the feet back down. Pressing through the soles of the feet, lifting the hips and shifting them to the right. Moving into this twist on the opposite side. Use any props you need to support you. Bringing the arms out to a T, gaze comes over the right fingertips. Inhale, come back through center. Release any props to the side. Keep your blocks close by. Shift the hips back through center. Maybe bring the legs out long and arms overhead and just stretch. And bending the knees, feet hip distance apart. Press through the soles of the feet and lift the hips up, placing your block on the widest surface underneath the hips, under the sacrum. And just allow the hips to rest here. Coming into a supported bridge. We don't want the block on our lower back, but under our sacrum to support us. Placing our hands either on the rib cage or the belly or maybe to the sides here. Our affirmation, I am grateful for the support as I explore my journey. I am grateful for the support as I explore my journey. And this can be the support of your community, of your practices, whatever comes up for you. Finding gratitude in the ways that you are supported in your journey. Feeling those connections in the heart.
Press through the soles of the feet, lift the hips, and remove the block. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open. You can place the blocks under your thighs if you would like to, and place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart space. Just notice your breath. See if you can follow the journey of the breath from the belly into the heart space and back into the belly. The rise and fall of the heart and the belly. In this gentle dance of the inhale and exhale. You can release the arms down to the sides. If you'd like to stay here, you can, or you can extend the legs out for Shavasana. Taking up some space on your mat. And let your feet fall open. Palms facing skyward to open the heart. Facing down to ground and release any excess energy. And just begin to let go of any pattern of the breath. Let go of any judgments or concerns about your practice. Just invite your body and your mind to be here, to rest, to integrate the work that you've done today. Create some movement in the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. The eyes are closed, maybe flutter the eyelids and gently open them. Take a big stretch if that feels appropriate to you. Awakening back into the space. And coming into whatever posture feels comfortable to you. Maybe some type of seated position.
Take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out. Bring the hands to the heart center. And just take a moment here to connect with that sense of gratitude for carving out this time and this space for yourself to be here, to connect, and to embrace this practice of celebrating joy through the vibration of gratitude. Grateful for bodies that can move in any way, for space to practice in, and community to practice with. It is my greatest wish that you will carry the benefit of this practice with you your week and beyond. Satnam, may you align with your favorite version of you. Thank you.